road of no lack of concern. Self-winning solo, so firm with Cactus Man and Butter Churn. I hear your band
Snowboarding. Do I have to explain what it is? Anyway, why I bring this up is because 1. The game I'm talking about today is called Supreme Snowboarding. And 2. To bring up water sports, waterboarding. An extremely painful form of torture for you. This reminds me that Supreme Waterboarding is really okay, but it pales in comparison with Supreme Snowboarding, which is really good. Supreme Snowboarding Border Zone, if you're in the US, is a snowboarding game. But you didn't see that one coming, didn't you? Which reminds me of the fact that yeah, the game has more crashes than a highway full of drunk drivers with broken tires. But it mostly happened when I finished the race. At first I thought it was because of compatibility issues, so I changed it to compatibility mode. It didn't work. So then I thought it was because of the game having rendering problems. So I changed the graphics mode, thinking it would fix something. It didn't work. I just gave up, like a loser. Let's begin with the graphics. It aged quite well considering this game from 1999. But the pop-in and view distance. In some courses it really isn't a problem, but sometimes it looks like you're snowboarding while the world's being created. And while it doesn't really ruin the game or anything, I find it remarkable. The game's, how do you say it in Danish? Yeah, 11 out of 9, but then it turns into 2 out of 26 after I saw Keith smile. Let's talk about the music. Pretty much the late 90s to the early 2000s with stuff like nu metal, rap, drum and bass, etc. And they fit the whole snowboarding thing quite well. I mean, without it the game feels quite dead. Let's talk about the gameplay, since you know that's why you play video games. I'm mostly going to be racing as that's really the game in general. I don't know if that's a snowboarding thing or because the game came out before the Tony Hawk's 2000 goals and scored an assignment was a thing. And like Tony Hawk, you can do tricks. So I don't know how to trigger certain tricks, like how did I do alley-oop, McTwist, nose grab. And don't try doing tricks during races, because they're pointless and you can easily fall and go from first place to 6th place. But the only time you're going to be doing tricks is in air and bike courses. And you don't even have to do those, as the qualification run also has a time attack mode. And skip, which is the easiest mode of them all. All you do there is click the menu button and there you get the best result, 6th place. Don't do skip though, it's a bad idea. Do crack instead. Wait, did I say anything about championship? Championship is essentially the competition mode. To unlock new boards, those 3 hard tracks, and something else, maybe, I don't know. You begin with qualification round, which is 3 modes, which I explained earlier. How well you did affects your starting position, and depending on what place you finished in, you get points, which you use to advance through 3 clubs, each having tracks of the corresponding difficulty. And because of the game crashing 90% of the time I finished the race, and because I'm not that good at the game, I ended up only getting to club 2, and that was because I was lucky. As a matter of fact, I had to use sheets, just so I can see what the hard tracks are like. And yes, I know I am a filthy scrub casual just for doing that. The tracks, they're like somewhere where you can go snowboarding in. So I never tried snowboarding, and most of these seem like places you most definitely shouldn't be snowboarding in. I mean, here you could easily fall off and die. And here you're snowboarding in a fucking city. Well, there aren't any no snowboarding signs I've seen, at least in an urban environment. So that's Supreme Snowboarding, or Border Zone if you're in these days. A really good snowboarding game. The game also received a sequel of sorts called Trans World Snowboarding. I haven't played it since it's only on the original Xbox. So, roll the credits.